Let's talk about those 4 wide receivers a little bit more and how ready they may be, for Saturday's game.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Them 4 receivers, when you get guys like that, you just and they're guys that we can count on. I fully trust all 4 of them. I feel like they're all mentally and physically ready to play, and even they can even start here. And I think so. Them 4 guys, I can't wait to watch them play, and I just want to see them ball and have fun out there.
All right, next up we'll go to Bill Rabinowitz from the Columbus Dispatch with Tony Gerdeman on deck. Bill.
Chris, obviously this has been a long time coming to get back on the field. It's going to be a strange atmosphere with no fans. What do you think it's going to be like on Saturday?
It's going to be real weird at first. We don't really know how it's going to feel, especially having a stadium empty, really. Only our family there, but we're going to have to adapt to it quick. There's going to be millions of people watching on TV, so we're gonna have to adapt to it and just have fun out there. We got to feed off each other's energy. When somebody makes a play, we got to get hyped for each other and just act like it's regular and try to ball.
And your parents are from California. I mean, they're coming for this game?
Yeah, my mom and my brother are coming. They're gonna be there on Saturday, so just having them there is a blessing for me. So I can't wait to see them there.
And just one more quick one. You're not allowed to hug them after the game. You have to still stay. How hard is that going to be?
It's going to be tough, especially not seeing my mom in a little while. But it's going to be tough, but we're going to have to get used to it. It's only going to be a couple months, 2 or 3 months. So we're just going to have to get used to it, and hopefully it'll pay off at the end. So.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, next up, Tony Gerdeman from Buckeye Scoop with Bill Landis on deck. Tony.
Hey, Chris, we talk a lot about the freshman receivers and this guy and that guy. Tell us a little bit about Jameson Williams. And we see clips of him that, get put on Twitter. I think a lot of people are expecting quite a few things from him. What have you seen? What should we expect from him this year?
I expect a lot from him. Me and Jameson, we got real close over this quarantine and over this off season, and we push each other every day. We're so close. We could talk mess to each other, but at the end of the day, we want the best for each other. But we push each other, we make each other better, and it's all competition at the end of the day. Jameson is a guy that one of the most talented dudes on the team, and I wish the best for him. And I got high hopes for him this season, and just like he does for himself. And I can't wait to watch him play, and I can't wait to see what he has to show the world. His speed is off the charts, his talent is off the charts, and along with Garrett Wilson, us 3, we're gonna have fun this year. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
What does he do best?
He's a speed guy, but I think his route running is great. His run after the catch is off the charts too. So everything you're gonna see on Saturday, but I just can't wait to see him play, and it's gonna be fun watching him at the same time.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go next to Bill Landis from The Athletic with Dan Hope on deck. Bill.
Hey, Chris, a couple of weeks ago, some of the tight ends were talking about, when they work with Justin, he'll go as far as to run routes for them to kind of show them how he wants it done and maybe where he wants them in terms of ball placement and stuff like that. I'm just wondering if he does that with you guys as receivers too, and just kind of, how do you and him get on the same page with that kind of stuff?
He knows my body language along with the receivers. But sometimes when we miss a ball or something's off, we kind of just get together and he tries to show us like what he wants, and I try to show him like what I want, where I want the ball at, and just little things like that, just to get on track and just to make it happen on game day. So,
is there more of that kind of conversation happening this year, just as he's more comfortable and knowledgeable in the offense, and you guys have had more time to work together?
Yeah, it's a lot of conversation, especially this week. We got a lot of plays in, and we kind of missed a couple earlier in the week, but we got together, me and him, and whenever he misses the ball, he kind of goes up to the receiver or the tight ends or the running backs and tries to fix things. And when we missed a couple of balls, I just right after the play, I went up to him and told him how I'm gonna run the route or told him how I'm gonna do this and do that, just to get on the same page with him. So.
Thanks, Chris.
I will go next to Dan Hope from 11 Warriors with Nathan Baird on deck. Dan.
Hey, Chris, with the freshman receivers behind you, just how much have they been pushing you guys for playing time, and what should people expect to see from them on Saturday?
They're guys that we can count on. G. Scott, Jackson Smith, Julian, and Mookie. They're all guys that can play, like I said, right away. And when they came in, they kind of got to learn and stuff. And really weird not having a spring and a fall camp, but they kind of got the hang of things and the summer workouts and the voluntary workouts and all the workouts leading up to today. And they're ready to play. And I can't wait to see them play. And Saturday, I hope they have a lot of fun and just have fun out there and ball. So.
And the secondary that you guys have been going up against, how much have you seen them grow over the course of this camp?
They grew a lot, especially the younger guys. But Sean Wade has been great. Probably the best corner in the nation. 7 he dealt with a little injury earlier in camp, but he came back and he's going to have a huge year, I believe. And Tyreek Johnson, Cam Brown, Josh Proctor, Marcus Hooker. I can go on and on, but like I said, I can't wait to watch them. And they're having a lot of fun out there, and they just keep getting better and better every day. And going against them every day for Zone 6 and the receivers is fun. And just competing every day and having fun and talking mess, it just makes it better and competing. So I can't wait to go out there on Saturday and then show the world. So.
Thanks, Chris.
I will go next to Nathan Baird from Cleveland.com with Tim May on deck. Nathan.
Hey, Chris. Asking about the defensive backs. Other than Sean Wade, which one do you least like going up against in practice? Who gives you the most trouble?
Probably 7 Banks. He's a long physical corner. Probably 6'1", around 205, fast, quick hips, getting out of breaks. Knows a lot of concepts. He's just a smart IQ corner. A guy that he doesn't lack anything. His strengths are all over the field, and it's just hard going against him at times. And Cam Brown is real fast. A lot of guys. Going out Ohio State is tough going against most of the DBs here. So, but I'll point out 7 Banks, Cam Brown, and especially Wade. Wade's tough too.
Alrighty, next we'll go to Tim May from Letterman Row with Patrick Murphy on deck. Tim.
Thank you very much, Michael. Hey, Chris, I was wondering with Justin Fields, do you feel like you're playing with somebody very special? I mean, what is that sense of, when you're on the field with him, et cetera? And what would you call his greatest attribute as a quarterback?
We are in this building. We think he's the best player in the country. We know what he's capable of. When we're on the field together, I feel like he knows where everybody's going to be. And that's how I feel like I hold him to a higher standard too. So when I run my routes, I expect the ball to be there, and he expects me to be there. So we hold each other to a higher standard, and we just want to be the best in the country at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, and one other quickie, a guy you didn't mention a while ago, but Marcus Williamson. How far has he come in the last year or so, in your opinion, as a defensive back? That slot corner type dude.
Marcus is a guy that I respect a lot. Not having the biggest size or not being the fastest dude. He's always competing out there. I believe he's a first team guy, and he's a starter on his team. And I respect Marcus a lot, and I can't wait to see him play, especially in the slot. And when he's on the field, he's always around the ball, and he's always making plays. So I can't wait to watch him on Saturday, and hopefully he balls out. So.
Thanks, man.
All righty, got time for a couple more. We'll go to Patrick Murphy from 247 with Brendan Gulick on deck. Patrick.
Chris, I think every time we've talked to you, we've asked you about Clemson and the way the season ended. How ready are you to put that behind you and go out and play another game to forget what happened?
I've been ready for a long time. Having these long 10 months, thinking about that game, thinking about how the season ended or what could have happened, but finally being able to suit up and play a real game instead of practicing for these last 3 months is definitely a blessing. Thinking about so many things over the quarantine, thinking about what I could have done, what could have happened, and I'm just ready to play and as long as my team. So we can't wait to go out there on Saturday and play.
And you've talked about how a number of other guys have gotten better. How have you gotten better this offseason?
Just trying to be consistent, trying to lead and on and off the field. And I mean, working by myself a lot, watching a lot of film, and just trying to get better on my own, and working on my weaknesses from last year, working on my feet, and trying to become a better route runner, and working on my strength and trying to take it to another level, and just trying to be the best in the country at what I do. And I think I've done a good job, and can't wait to play.
Thanks, Chris.
All righty, we'll go next to Brendan Gulick from Buckeyes Now on Sports Illustrated with Spencer Holbrook on deck. Brendan.
Chris, I want to ask you maybe a question from like a 10,000-foot view here about high school recruiting. You were a 3-star recruit in high school, and I think you've kind of proven here with the success you've had the last couple of years that you were overlooked. Did it matter to you then that you were a 3-star? Do those kinds of things get talked about, or is it just this big hype machine that, once you get to this level that it doesn't matter so much anymore? And I guess one additional question, what would you tell your younger self that now based on what you've kind of gone through and how this whole thing has worked out for you?
I don't think that recruiting stuff matters at all at the end of the day. Being a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star even. At the end of the day, you're going to come in here and you got to work for what you want. And I believe that's what I did when I first got here. I just kept my head down. I didn't really say much, just listen to the older guys, listen to the leaders on the team. And I just wanted to contribute in any way I can. That's what I believe I did. To tell anything I could tell my younger self is just to keep working hard and don't really listen to the outsiders. I feel like outsiders just keep putting things in your mind that doesn't help the team. And at the end of the day, I just want to help the team, help my team win, and whatever that is, I'm gonna do that. So.
Appreciate it, man.
All righty, and our last questioner for the day will be Spencer Holbrook from Leonard Monroe. Spencer.
Chris, when you first hear the news that Garrett's going to shift to the inside after seeing the success that he had on the outside last year, does that kind of shock you a little bit? And were you expecting him to look the way he does now in the slot?
Not at all. I mean, with KJ being gone and us not really having a standout slot receiver, I feel like Garrett has the attributes and everything that it takes to be a slot receiver. I feel like he's versatile. He can play outside or inside. And, he's a guy that I trust when he's on the field with me, and he's gonna make them plays whether he's outside or inside. So having a guy like Garrett is a huge honor, especially playing alongside one of him. I believe he's one of the best in the country at what he does, and I can't wait for him to show the world and show the things that he could do. Sometimes it's not really human what he does. So having him inside is a blessing, and hopefully we can get him more touches so he could show the world what he can do.
Thank you.